Alright, welcome back everyone. I am the B-Winks. We're going to be playing and going to the Serpent's Crown, which is going to be over here. We have just finished the last episode of this map, and any other quests that could be quickly taken in and completed in such setting. Alright, so we've already been as well to these other locations, so check out those episodes. Each one is, some of them are a little short, like the Brass Citadel. The first time around, you don't have a lot of stuff to do there. But the other ones are pretty robust and really fun with the lore and shit. So, yeah, let's play. Serpent's Crown. Go. Alright, so we have the palace over here. We have Ticona's estate. Augi's estate. Lady Aspero's estate. If I'm supposed to know who any of them are, I don't. Let's start off by going right. Just so. Alright. I hope they're not asleep. That would suck. Be like, oh god. Oh shit, they're definitely not asleep. Apprentice Elementalist. Tenno. An older Metoro man stands ringed by younger Juana. Apprentices or pupil, it seems. His robes shimmer with quartz. Beating and his perfume announces his presence from across the room. Nasty. Yet beneath his finery, he looks like a fighter gone to seed. The shoe's muscles flap from his arm. Flab pads make him so many layers of silk. He looks up and notices you.
Greetings, and welcome to my home.
Gestures to the lavish room, putting his broad chest out.
For what do you come to my villa?
Beaming, he spreads his arms wide.
Is he going to do this every time?
Drew grins at you, oblivious to Athros' irritation. I hear you're a rare Andrite artifact. Oh, right, that's that quest. Read Tekano's soul. Show him the current death. Look, I have a special shelter. Read his soul. Your essence slips from your body, and Tekano's your essence slips from your body, and Takano's soul envelops you with a warm, oily thing. As his fears and questions seep into you, your perspective shifts to his. At first, you're worried about Island Alma before you had even sent by the Valiant debt collectors. It would be a low trick, taking advantage of your famous hospitality, but then those Valiants are crafty. Okay, so he's worried that I'm a Valiant debt collector. Perhaps if the villa were bigger, then you might know you are a man of worth of respect. At least you have the shell. You tuck it away not only for safekeeping, but also because you are a little ashamed of it. How could such a simple, ugly thing be sacred to a god? But it was a gift from the queen, and so you keep it. You gaze straight to the wall. Yes, you must knock down that section there. Install a wide grand window. Once you have the money, you retreat from Teko's cell to find him watching you with a placid smile. I hear you have a rare artifact.
The Coronet of Waves. It is a conch shell, but very important. To receive it is the highest honor.
He nods, vigorously jiggling the loose flesh of his neck. He sounds like he's been trying to convince himself more than you.
The Queen gave it to me as thanks for my years of service. I was her personal bodyguard when she was a child, you know.
He folds his hands under his considerable pouch. Well, why is the Coronet Wave so special?
Because it is sacred to the goddess Andra. Everyone knows it is a privilege to have.
He claps his interfaced fingers together, his knuckles glowing white. He glances toward his apprentices.
Takano. Everyone knows it is a sign of favor.
She snaps too, her response as sudden and automatic as though Takano had just given her an order. That's weird. He gives the apprentice an appreciative nod.
I am misled if holding a shell is all it takes to earn Ngati's favor.
Taku tosses his hair and chuckles to himself. Alright, we got history, Island Awama, and Deadfire Archipelago. Our people have used conch shells to communicate for centuries. This is likely one such device. Or Arcania, thanks to hold shift to see more. There we go. Aloths. Such artifacts often imbued with powerful spells. Take care when handling it. Or religion, which is Andra is the goddess of laws. Legends say she calls missing things to her with the music of the conch. Alright, well, I like this one. It's most likely one such a device to communicate.
What a noble purpose.
Expression falls. Sorry. As if you were hoping for a grander story.
Generations ago, there was a similar shell. When the old city sank, Andra's faithful gathered around that cornet and prayed for deliverance.
He leans close, the storyteller's grin spreading across his face, and ominous sing-song creeps into his voice.
But Andra is not a goddess of mercies. Instead of lifting them from the ruin, she pulled them down with the shell and said they would rise when it did.
He chuckles and leans back, clapping his hands over his generous midsection.
That is the story, anyway. Macabre, no?
Alright, show him the cornet of depths. Look, I have a special one too.
I see.
Future falls in disappointment. Taku grins and pats down a mist of his wreathing hair aloft the sides through his nose.
I am sure it is also a great honor.
I need the cornet of waves.
But it was a gift from the Queen. It is unusual for a man of my standing to give such a thing away.
Alright, I can pay you for it. The cornet of waves is not merely a trophy, it deserves a keeper who knows its history.
But the Queen gave it to me. There is great honor in such a gift.
Okay, instead, the honor lies in her esteem, which you still have. That's what matters, no? The one-up way is prize share. The shell is passed to you, not given. Andra punishes those who refuse to let go. If you cling to a relic, imagine what she will take instead. Ooh, I like that one. But, I like the honor. Was there esteem? No, actually, you know what? I like this one. It's kind of like a threat religion.
Far be it from me to offend a goddess, especially when I have much else to steward.
He looks around this spacious villa. His nervous expression is reflected in the mirror, smooth model.
Take it, with my blessing.
He presents you with a large, longish conch shell. Surface is described with symbols, and the tip is fitted with silver and mouthpiece. You have gained a quest item, cornet waves. I just put it in your stash. Nice. Alright. Can't grab that. You walk into the long shadow, Nagati is chosen. I hope your tribe is withering those hard times. Alright, can't grab it. There. Got a chanter over here. A druid. This shark portrayed mid-leap has been carved from a single piece of wood. That's cool. A wide blade is mounted here. Beneath it, engraving reads, "For courage in battle." You see creaks along the surface of the battle horn where it's carefully inscribed. There's the horn. There's the blade. I like how they actually have those little details. Can I? Can. Takano's key. According to you, and saved. Okay. I mean, why not, right?
I don't be supposing we kid. Blow it easy breezy. Easy.
For what do you come to my villa? Because it...
A carrot.
Alright, your artifact is often imbued with power of spells. Take care of my
I
handling.
keep it locked away, to see, and not to touch, Ikera. But your words are good warning. Generations ago, there was a similar but Andra, that is the story.
Alright, so, I'm guessing it was probably in there, but basically now I have the key, which I'm not going to use, but, you know, I would use if, I needed to steal it away. Una's luxuries. Let's try that. Alright, where did... Prosperous lady. Company office is always busy. I hope that means something good. Interesting. Alright. Mahu's estate. It's possible I should have started with the palace, but...
At last. Akira, I have waited a second lifetime.
Each island in the miniature model has been carefully sculpted, lined with carved rings and indicating height. Okay, so I can actually grab this. Got some money, we got Tundra Ear, and we got Antidote. Okay. Various unfinished letters lie scattered across the desk. You catch fragments of a meandering apology, which is largely obscured by spilled ink. Pearls. The moons of the Aora. Rise, moons of the Aora. Got a dog, an orphan dog.
I say, this poor woman.
I'm just gonna grab all the stuff, because, you know. Maui's remains. Slices of the body of a woman recovered from the state of the crowns.
Well, there'd be some booty I'd stop well short of plundering myself, Cap.
There you are.
Spirit tilts her head, considering you. After a moment, she reaches a hand towards you. Reach out your hand. Your hand passes through hers. She lets out a soft sighed sound and draws her hand back.
I did not expect to wait so long for Riku's messenger. Or have you come as Barrett's usher?
There we
The
go.
foreigners twist even our gods. Should you not be a dwarf?
I'm not the usher, I'm a watcher. I'm helping the usher out. He's pretty busy. I like that one. I'm gonna go with that one.
Even dead, I am slighted. Akira, what injustice. But you are here to take me away, are you not? Well, I refuse to go. Never will I move from this place until justice is done.
Snaps her foot soundlessly.
I follow Magrin's way. Yet sickness took me before my time. I died alone and without honors. It must be put right. My body cannot be left here to rot, forgotten. I feel it there like an itch.
Some of your body, this body is yours.
Yes. To think, a Mutaru of the Kahunga tribe left to die alone and forgotten. Unthinkable.
It shouldn't be too hard to arrange funeral rites. Remain silent.
Truly, they did not come for me. How long has it been? My house fills with the stink of death. May it spread through all of Serpent's crown. But no matter. Now you can make it right. Take my body to the Temple of Magrin in the Sacred Stair. There is a great fire there that burns eternally.
Okay.
Burn my body there, so that it may be dedicated to Magrin in death. I cannot pass from this life until all is in order.
Alright, are you sure this is what you want? This isn't how it works. Find the Adra veins and you will be released into the wheel. It's honest and it's rational.
You mistake me for one of the outsiders. What do the gods care for such things? No, we must go to the brazier. I cannot see the way, and so must follow you. Lead on, my friend.
Interesting. Cremate Maui's remains.
I will follow your light. The brazier waits in the sacred stair.
But what if I don't go directly there? A ship just returned from great harvest of cool fruit from the northern tribes. The prize share should raise everyone's spirit. Except for the lowly.
I don't be supposing we could blow it up.
Okay, that one's locked. Crown guard. Who's this person? Who's that person? Who are these people? Let's see if there's something up here. Are you Juana? What is your tribe?
Or prey?
The statue marching from the sea has already destroyed so much. I wonder if anything can stop it. Rarity. Okay, so we're gonna go with the Rarity first.
Do you seek companionship on your travels across the Deadfire? Why not take a little friend along? We have many animals on offer.
Okay.
All well-trained and eager for a new home.
Wasn't sure.
Akira, you are sure to find one that suits you.
Alright, Bubbles the cat. Plus 25% stride grants pet party-wide effects. Same as stride. So these are all, well, we got perception here. We got intellect, Loki, 50% area of effect, intellect, +1 to all fire keyworded power levels. Interesting. Perception, resolve. Might. Roxy is +1 resolve. Intellect, 15%. 15 health, that's still not a lot. Plus 20% health restored per kill. Ooh, that's good. Socrates. How come I don't have a lot of money right now? Where do y'all go? I don't remember this. Additional effects for this Pumpkin Eater. +1 intellect. Grants party-wide effects. While he's bound to receive bonus intellect, and enemy weapon attacks against your party will crit less frequently. Interesting. Rayodan. 5% of incoming hits convert to graces. Barking String. Minus dexterity afflictions during something. Ooh, what the hell is this? Nebula grants 5% chance to cast, withdraw, or recall agony on owner when attacked while near death. Okay. To cast withdraw. Isolates a single target within a protective sphere, shielding them from this. Or recall agony, causing the target to relive psychic trauma on owner when attacked while near death. Would I really want to get recall agony? Causes target to relive the psychic trauma of an injury moments after receiving it, experiencing damage all over again. Interesting. I like this look though, so we're gonna definitely buy that because I probably would forget otherwise. Alright, let's go here. A woman with skin like hardened sailcloth, wow, sits upright and stares off to the distance, her lips held in a tight and thoughtful pinch. She blinks and sits even straighter as you cross her view.
So, it will be you, then.
Her hands stray towards a sheath in her side, but she holds your graze evenly. What?
You do not know what I talk of, Akira?
Don't.
Then I owe you an apology. I have collected many foes over the years. Some of them would sprint up the mountain to see me push through the jaws of the great eel.
She exhales and moves her hand back to her lap. With me, it's usually a pit or some Engwithian machine instead of an eel. You look like you can take care of yourself. Who are you?
You do not recognize the great huntress of the archipelago? The candle of infamy burns too bright and too fast.
Yeah, I'd say that, or something about looking at a mirror.
As Nungata Whale Splitter, I cleared the jungles and seas alike of slippery creatures. I earned my foes later, when I hunted a deadlier prey.
She winks. Men, lots of men, extremely tall women. Pirates! I like extremely tall women.
Bounties, you wild ibex.
She chuckles herself and turns away, raising her hand to hide a blush.
It's been years since I tossed a harpoon, so now I stay abreast of what bounties need filling. That's Mataru retirement for you.
Alright, well, what bounties do you have available?
Interested in taking up the trade, are we?
Dumps her chin and smiles as she
I
considers.
warn you that I deal in the heads of the exceptionally dangerous. A lady needs standards, after all.
She raises her brow and searches for any signs of hesitation. I assume that means they're exceptionally well priced. In that case, I look forward to just getting started. I can handle myself. Give me the details. Yeah, the last one sounds pretty badass.
Let's cut your teeth on clever Bena, infamous dwarf mystic of the obscured. A scavenger, I say. Picks off those who trust her for an evening, and then pockets their coin when she's bled them out.
Damn.
Bena was seen traveling on an island due southwest of Osongo.
I'll return with her head. Farewell. I like being a mercenary. It's kind of cool. Both gentlemen. Queen's birth is pleasant enough, but reeks of the docks. Wait, what? What's down here? Oh, what? Who's this?
Your turn. What say, friend?
I don't.
Hold a moment. You may visit the palace and its shrine, but be warned. The Queen meets with trading company vipers. Take care you are not bitten.
I have information for the Queen.
You will find her in her throne room through the door behind me. Inform the guards of your purpose. Whether the Queen will hear you above the baying of her guests is another matter.
Okay. Well, what if I want to go up then? Upper floor, palace. Ooh, cool. Nice throne.
While I am flattered by the esteemed Hazanui's confidence, I must wonder how my people are meant to have destroyed an entire colony overnight.
The valiant dignitary aims a withering look across the aisle. Middle-aged woman with square jaw and tar-stained teeth meets
You
it.
tell us. It's no coincidence that your outpost at Port Mage survived the recent storm.
Pulls a slender pipe from her pocket, but I look from the queen's attendant. She puts it away.
You speak as if I could command the tides. While you are casting your blame in a wide net, why not look to our Kahanga allies? We do not share their talent for shaping water.
Sizable, almost standing by the throne, takes a bold step forward and flares his nostrils at the assembled dignitaries. A hush falls over the throne.
I say our guest forgets himself.
Clears his throat, and sweeps his gaze from Nero to the rest of the room.
Brother, stand down.
Up to the point the queen has studied the proceedings with an even expression. She half raises from her throne as she fixates the prince.
You are the one who mistakes my throne room for a sparring arena. I say this is beneath us.
As Ruthie lowers his head, the queen slowly centers his gaze on you and leaves
An
it there.
interesting visitor in difficult times. You cannot be here to deliver a favorable omen.
Though her mouth doesn't move, the Anchor's voice comes to you like an instant memory nestled among the surface of your thoughts. What the hell? She's actually able to communicate telepathically. Shit, not to. Anzika, diplomatic, shake your head. Honest, shrug. What did you say? Did you say something? Say nothing. Diplomatic. An interesting visitor at difficult times. She cannot be here to deliver a favor.
Allow me to apologize as I toss you before the wolves.
Though she turns to the dignitaries, you still feel her touch on you.
This one is a watcher blessed by Tangaloa. I suspect that many of our questions about Hasongo will soon be answered.
Interesting. But Tangaloa is... which one again? I always get this confused. Rihu is often depicted as Tangaloa is represented the underworld. Alright, so... Watcher blessed by the underworld. Alright, sorry, what's Hasongo? If it pleases the court, I've journeyed from a crippled Port Maladeja.
I know this one. His parlor tricks frightened 10 years of every sailor in Queen's Birth.
The raising of her hands in silence, Okaza looks to her brother. He approaches and they exchange a few words too quietly to hear. She lifts her gaze to you once more.
We assembled to discuss the darkening of Hasongo, one of Rawatai's colonies. Watcher, it seems you have the floor.
You open her palms and waits. Port Mage suffered similar damage when Aethos passed through. Or it's possible that Aethos only paused at Hasongo on his way to parts unknown. Or we must do something before this travels yet another settlement. Passionate. Forget Hasongo. I see the giant cross. Alright. It's possible that Aethos only paused at Hasongo on the way to parts unknown.
What sailor's tale is this?
Have you not heard the rumors, Karu? An Adra Colossus marching across the sea. Sailor tales, but credible ones.
Nero crosses his arms, looking distinctly uncomfortable.
Gantanichese. I'm acquainted with the Watcher of Cadnua from my assignments in Defiance Bay and Twin Elms.
Yeah.
Diverus? It explains the colorful nature of your reports.
I have seen things with him that are not even told in the most outlandish of sailors' tales.
Dude, she's got like the craziest shit going on with her face and hair. But I did like having her in my team in the first one, so I'll probably continue that.
And I'm supposed to take 2 Valians at their word?
Especially the start of Nero.
How came a watcher from half the world away to be involved in these happenings? Enlighten the court.
Ruth itself sent me to track down Aethys. Everyone is in danger while Aethys walks. I must do something passionate. Aethys emerged from beneath Cadnoa, my castle. You made this personal. I'm here against my will. Anyone still listening is free to help me or stay out of my way. I'm sailing in the shadow of the giants. I could use some help. I don't feel like With all the snakes in court, I don't think it's a smart idea to say that I'm working for Brett. I don't know why. I feel like that show a weakness of some sort. I like if this emerged from beneath Cadnoa, my castle, but the whole he made it personal is gonna get less help from the people that want, you know, might do that most help. I'm gonna go with the first one. Let's go being honest, I guess.
The Lady of Doors must have great confidence in you.
One of Kaza's tone is amused. Her expression is not.
Tracking down a god who stands as tall as a mountain. A fisherman with poor eyesight could do this. My priests will trip over their feet to interpret his divine plan. Watcher, can you cut through the din and tell for what he comes to the Deadfire?
I'll need to find him first or die trying again. Whatever this is here to accomplish, I'll get the truth out of him. Yes, I plan on using Andra pillars to track and ultimately confront Ithis. Gods are no mystery to me. Ithis will answer for his actions. I like the second one and the fourth one. Some might see it as weak that have already died, instead of seeing it as strength of endurance or blessing. The gods are no mystery to Ithis will answer for his actions. Let's try that one.
I believe our course is clear. We will send the Watcher to Hisongo.
Spreads her hands, calmly assuring her
Set sail to the west of Nekataka. I would tell you to keep a weather eye out for a lighthouse, but the God of Light did not appreciate competition. Something to add, Hazanui? You have an eager look about you.
She believes
herself entitled to my ear, I say.
Okay, wanders back to you briefly.
Only that Hisongo is a Rauatayan outpost. It would be useful for the Watcher to take one of ours along.
I'm glad you chin at another woman standing nearby.
Ma'am.
I suppose Alma stands at her attention. Doesn't look like an Alma. All the Alma that I've seen so far are very maybe jagged, but at least either block form or circular face. She looks like an elf. She's even got a pointy ears. Maybe she's mixed. Maybe she's half elf, half Alma. By her feet of colorful. Okay, so composed Alma stands at your attention. Her furrowed brow cleaving down otherwise formed features. By her feet, a colorful bird preens itself without concern.
Maya's an expert sailor and a better sharpshooter. The best the Brass Citadel has to offer.
She looks you in the eye and gives you a slow nod.
Whatever comes your way, she'll see it first.
If it gets me and Ashiza out of diplomat duty, we'd set sail with a drunk scolder at the helm.
Maya sighs with resignation and nudges her bird affectionately with her toe.
And shut us out entirely? We have every right to know of any hazards in these waters. Palagino, go with the Watcher. See that the Republics are served in this investigation.
Turns to the godlike warrior standing off to the side.
Ah, Your Excellency. Hamed Kongswalias.
She's a godlike? Golden eyes flash in direction, but her face betrays no hint of emotion.
That will be enough parading of champions for now. I'm certain that our guest knows how to assemble a crew.
Raises her brow and scrutinizes Para. I'll take Nia. Can't take both. I need all the help I can get.
Akira, if you can stand the chattering of unlike minds on your ship, that is your prerogative.
Looks with amusement as she takes note of the look that Maya and
Good thing I'm already accustomed to cramped quarters and temperamental birds.
She winks at Paligna. Hands on hip, Seraphim grins. Shoti nibbles at her lip to hide a spine.
We both have our orders. I have no interest in interfering with you as long as you do not interfere with me.
So everyone's happy.
I believe we are finished here. Aruihi?
Raises from her throne, the surrounding guards stand at immediate attention.
Aren't we popular? Take care at Hisongo. The Deadfire was overfull before Aethys blundered in.
I'll see you as she
and
joins.
Take care with your trading company spies.
I say it is beyond time our guests lick their wounds somewhere else.
He banishes the foreign dignitaries with a swift, unmistakable, disgusting wave. I appreciate that there's this, prince that actually is so against diplomats. Alright, Geomancer sounds interesting. We got Ranger. I don't like Aloth. He's really annoying. He's like very whiny and shit. Gonna go with this. Well, let's see the preview tree first. So you got Bird Companion, Gunhawk, bonus firearms, okay. But what not too interested in this wizard specialization, so we're just gonna go with Ranger. Alright, Paladin, Crusader, Paladin, Fighter. I don't know what that is. Wrath of the Five Sons. I'll go with that one. Druid, Cypher, Wizard. Yeah, we're good with that.
While we have the chance.
Sail for far. Alright, so we got all these couriers that are just chilling. We have these guys still chilling.
Your coming is a favorable omen already.
Prince nods across his arms, self-satisfied smile on his lips. How's that?
You happen by a time when our rivals bicker and tear at each other's throats. Bringing Ngati's chosen on your trek up the mountain.
Nods to take out her with approval.
I say the gods have sent us a rare gift wearing a familiar face.
Plants his hands on his hips and nods. Bow, an honor to meet you.
Save your manners for my sister. Kohopa fashioned me for the arena, not the court.
Okay.
I will not paddle around the island. My sister wants to know if you are as useful as you are disruptive. She trusts me to judge this. You did not come this far to serve the crown, I say. But sailing is an expensive hobby. Loyal service can keep your galley stocked.
I could use some extra coin to outfit the Defiant. May I speak with the Queen? What kind of loyal service did you have in mind? Though he had not been paying attention up to this point, Takahu rouses from the distraction.
My sister keeps a tight grip on Nekataka, but the filth of it drips down her palm and into the gullet.
He holds his hand with emphasis and wipes it across his shoulder.
You have some knowledge of Nekataka already.
Yeah.
They say you have explored the city beneath the city.
Yeah,
Under our noses, I say, do foreigners smuggle contraband and pay the Raparu for their silence? How do they avoid the inspectors? Who is responsible? This cannot have gone unseen by all.
The prince crosses his arms and frowns. Prince Bear is smuggling cargo via the Undercroft.
Undercroft. A darker, more fetid layer of Nekataka, I say.
Grazes his chin in the palm and lifts out.
Only Kaza and I are the mind and heart of the city, but the bowels, these we cannot reach. What say? Did Ngati's chosen learn anything from the voyage below?
Guess there's two Takagi.
My prince, I have always known those who pray for Ngati's favor, but only now do I see those who depend on it.
Ooh.
Akira, I say that a feather of Amira's wisdom drifted down to find you. At least Delva's Row is a stable target. The crown has time to decide the next steps.
What do you plan on doing to Delver's Row? For what it's worth, I think Delver's Row should remain untouched. Water Shapers are helping the pirates bring in the ships.
Takehu, I say that no one wanted to hear your suspicions confirmed.
Akira, me least of all, my prince.
When it comes to the dignity of the guild, the crown can compromise nothing. Only Kaza will see their leadership disciplined, I say.
They must have needed the money. Can you imagine why? Can you imagine why? Mercenary. Okay, Kanza has better keep her water shapers on tighter leash.
Akira, I cannot.
Pinches the will
Only
themselves.
Kaza and I both expect more from the guild, I say. She will not be pleased.
He shakes his head, says, major positive reputation granted for the Wana, moderate positive gain with Wana, you gained 1,500.
Ikira, but at least you returned to me in one piece. You are not the first agent I sent to the gullet, but you are the first to return.
No. At least I've returned to you? Nope. This is the first time I've seen you. In spite of self class your hand. Okay.
I cannot say that I desire to send you to worse places than the gullet, but...
Trezal scratches his head. Okay, go on, but you're going to... Speak on. I'd like to make a good impression with Onikaza.
Ikira, I like a man who works for his prize. Does the name Ukaizo mean anything to you?
Sounds familiar. Mythical island, rumored to be somewhere in the Deadfire. Oh yeah. Passively, it seems to be studying yours with close attention to detail. Alright, so we got Island Wama and Deadfire Archipelago. It's the fabled lost island of the Wana. It's the lost city if local fables are to be believed.
Fable? No. History, I say. Ukaizo was the home of the Wana before cataclysm and destruction wiped the island from the Deadfire. That is the story. Story or no, I make no secret that we search for Ukaizo.
He studies you, allow his words to sink in.
Aye, along with every other bear-masked, bilge-brained treasure on a twixt here in Old Valia.
I've known sand crabs with a firmer grasp of a daring, I say.
Ooh.
Our tribes are spread across many isles, but it is Ukaizo which binds us. Ukaizo, and the knowledge that we must return. To that end, a local cartographer secured a lead. A breadcrumb to a breadcrumb, I say. I sent an expedition to Matario Cozy, one of the Sanctuary Isles. They were to retrieve evidence of our lost homeland. They have yet to return.
Sanctuary Isles.
They were sites where our ancestors grouped in terms of crisis. Constance in changing seas. You have the cartographer Atepo to thank. He wanders the Western Shrine if you would know more.
We should dismiss it right towards the door. What makes you think that Motaro Alcazo contained evidence of Alcazo?
The Sanctuary Isles give comfort and guidance to sailors on the long journey home. I am hoping the island can remember its purpose and return us to the home we lost.
Okay, that didn't answer, but should I expect any resistance?
The trading companies would not have thought to look for Matario Cozy, but now they are vultures to carrion. I do not doubt that our rivals race for the same thing. All while we fall behind.
How has the island remained hidden all the time?
Question for those with years to gather reeds and scribe their thoughts. It might be that someone or something on the island does not wish to be found. In better times than these, I would have been happy to oblige.
I have no further questions.
Ikira, then you are ready to depart?
I trust you'll relate. Keep my promises. There won't be a stone unturned when I'm done with it. That's actually very true. I'll trust you relay my helpfulness to...
Naturally, I say. My sister remembers her friends. I remember her enemies. Takehu, I trust you are going. I want the tribes to know that Ngati's chosen stood among those who threw open the gates of Ukaizo.
Turns to help advance to
I make no promises of dirtying my hands in some fetid jungle, but I do not protest a calm voyage.
Aloth gives you a pained look. See, irked, show to you. Oh.
Before you go.
He glances, lowers his tone, glances left and
right.
The
expedition. I have reason to believe they will not be returning to Nekataka.
So you are sending me to certain death.
We found this at the palace doorstep, cut from the robe of the expedition leader.
Reaches into his pocket and draws forth a wad of red-stained bark cloth.
One mystery heaped on another, I say.
Places some of the cloth and frowns to themselves. Who would have said this?
If you learn in your travels, I hope you will tell me.
So then how do you even know it's related? If nobody ever was like, if it's just random bloody cloth, like, it could be from anything.
The crown has grown too accustomed to warnings, I say.
Sons of fabric frowns. Let me see that. I might be able to learn something from it. Yeah. Not even he relinquishes. Oh my goodness. A fragment of the essence clings to the fabric like a thread woven too tightly to it. Trees tower above you. Ropey veins, like tentacles, cross in marshy ruin. It takes all your strength to trudge through the hip-deep water. He glances over your shoulder, but the woman and men of your company aren't there. Then a shape moves off in the distance. You draw your weapon, feeling now more alone than ever. Vision departs, leaving you with the deep pit in your stomach and the phantom sensation that nothing has gone as it should have. The prince regards you expectantly. Nature is restless on this island. Can I guess nothing? I can guess nothing more.
I suspected this, as you say. Take care if you're light on Matario Cozy. My fear is that the island is sanctuary no more.
Sighing, Prince folds the cloth with
Prepare
reverence.
yourself for a hard voyage northeast of Nekataka. Matario Cozy is nestled in the Kua Rokuhu Islands, in the midst of a landmass that resembles a storm, like the fall of Ukaizo locked in time.
Bites his thumbnails and turns away, lost in thought.
Certain death it is, then.
Hey, Cap. He reminded me to drop anchor at the next brothel we pass. Some things I aim to be given a try before you go getting us all good and killed.
He rubs the scarred bridge with his nose. Honestly, completely understand that. Like, shit, that sounds stressful. You arrive from the Defiant. What do you have to say? You have to say anything? Careful for the Queen's hospitality watcher. Okay. Strong alliance benefits both sides unless you want Retauri to swallow us both. Alright. This person's got specs on. Looks very much not like anyone I've seen. Looks like a game developer or something. You meet a tall brown-haired man dressed in full-plate mail. This might not normally catch your eye, but this male is unusual, colored deep green and embossing the image of a golden tree. Hand on the pommel of the sword, he watches the crowd go by with keen eyes. Relaxed yet fully alert. He narrows his eyes when it spots you.
What do you need of me?
Looks at you warily as if he's deciding whether you are a snake that might bite. Tell me about yourself. He initially is hesitant, unsure of your intent. Eyes and arrow, he sizes you up, then nods. Interesting armor you have there.
I suppose it is. Are you familiar with the shield bearers of St. Elka? We are a paladin order.
Sure.
Word of our order travels far then. Good.
Clears his throat dramatically.
I am the son of a disgraced noble family. My father and brothers were executed for treason when I was a boy. Rightfully so, I must add. And my mother, sister, and I were thrown out on the street. All we had to our names was a trunk full of heirlooms. One of them was this suit of armor, which belonged to my eldest brother. Now I endeavor to live up to its promise and redeem my family's honor. That's the long and short of it, really.
Wow, I wonder if that's actually anything that ever happened back in the day of the Knights. Can you teach me what you learned of the members of the Shield Bearers? Teach me about yourself. Tell me about initially hesitant, unsure your intent, eyes and arrow.
I am the son of a all we had to. That's the long and short of it, really.
Can you
Well,
teach me
you would
what
need to
you learned?
become a shield bearer yourself to really learn it all. But I suppose I can teach you a thing or two as we stand here. The privilege will run you as you like.
All right, so this guy can teach you something.
Consider it done.
All right. These tapestries are older than the walls. They have passed through many hands. Hemenga Mataku, defender of his people. Pangmuno, bird scorned, greatest of explorers. Akaru, the buoyant, beloved of Nagati. So we got stairs up here, so we're going to actually go this way before we go upstairs. I got to talk to, listening to the sales traveler.
Already on it.
Rogers the screeching of birds in their cages. Juana, depiction of Halia is almost as menacing as its menacing in its intensity. Alright. Sun-scarred Juana glances up from the rumble of sheets of parchment in her hands and regard you
A
uneasy.
Tepu, drawer of maps. I have nothing to sell unless you are needing something else.
Clears his throat and rolls up the parchment with a quick spin of his palms. You're the cartographer who discovered Maku, correct?
What I discovered remains to be seen.
Cautious smile spreads
The
across his lips.
Sanctuary Isles were thought to be lost beneath the waves. If I stumbled upon one, I can think of worse finds to credit my name.
Alright, well tell me about these isles.
Our ancestors marked off specific islands across Deadfire as rallying points in case a great misfortune split up the tribes. Even they could not have guessed how important the Isles would become. Some thousands of years ago, volcanoes, storms, and quakes shook the archipelago. Any one of those do happen, but never with such ferocity or all at once. The Juana survived by taking shelter on the Sanctuary Isles to save our society, and not just any one tribe. Since those days, we have not found any of the old sanctuary isles. Ngati took some beneath the waves, taking whole tribes with her. Others were lost to time and forgetfulness. I am told that the Wahaki are protective toward the isles, but that is their business.
Wakaki is aggressive and isolated while in tribe. The Wakai had constant pushback against valiant targeted efforts to expand into the outlying islands of the Deadfire Archipelago. How did you make this discovery?
I was surveying the waters around an atoll when a storm dragged my ship off course. The waters were unknown to me. When a green fleck appeared in my spyglass, I unfurled my sail. The shore twisted around itself, confusing even this old navigator until I found myself at the center. I did not make it far up the beach before I spotted signs of habitation. Marking my coordinates and orienting myself by the evening sky, I made for Neketaka to tell the crown of my findings.
Probably smart. You don't know if the habitation was hostile or not. You mentioned the entire tribes were lost.
Understand. The Deadfire was broken. The lives lost could not be counted. And more has been forgotten than may ever be remembered. Imagine how much history we lost in a single year, much less the millennia that followed. Whatever our people hoped for themselves, we may never know if we got it right or wrong.
If I am venturing to Xylan, what might I find?
Death.
Ooh. Petos stares away, his face losing its color until it catches your expression.
I did not mean to frighten you. These islands have known great tragedy, and millennia have passed in cheerless silence. Should you land on a sanctuary isle, do not expect to find welcome. If we must.
I must have seen so much in your travels. I've found a sign of Ukazu. Just hearing the word caused him to perk up attention, those lips pressed together.
There is not a Juana in all of the Deadfire who does not take to the open water hoping to catch a glimpse of the lost Ukaizo. If I could walk the beaches of our ancestors, take a fleeting glimpse of what they left behind.
What would you
Mine
have to
would
find?
be the same thing we all hope for. Answers to the long silence that precedes our history. Who we were could tell us who we are. But if I am being selfish, maps, charts. Our ancestors were keen explorers, and a roll of their parchment could teach us more than what we have gathered in the last century.
Alright. There's stairs over here too. Rise is safe for Rangas. Someone has finished off a quick meal here. Through simple construction, the sink is clean and tight. Check out, there's more. You must have sealed party
songwriters need a guild if you hope to learn discipline.
Not so. We speak in the tongue of Ngati and Amira. Your pretty dances may upset the puddle, but we command the wind and sky.
Hey, I have missed our little talks.
Ikera.
Water Shaper versus Storm Speaker. It's no such thing to shout above the Deadfire storm.
He smells one touched by the great eel, does Barati.
Says Balma, tilts his head up and looks down through his nose at you, flaring his nostrils with a hungry interest.
You are a man who sits across a fire with death. Akira?
Appeared through the jaws at Takola a time or two, or three. It's clapping his hand with quite delight.
Glutting mighty Tangaloa, and hurling foes into their next life. Barati can offer payment. Coins for feeding hungry gods. Akira. Rewarding those who appease the great eel. This is Barati's cause. May the beasts of the dreaming lands never know famine.
Shit, dude. Finds his head, touches his brow in the pose with deep reverence. Alright, what bounties do you have available?
Rolls a hungry eye toward Dichila, a Valian captain who scouts for luminous Adra in sacred lands.
Yeah, dude, let's leave this shit alone. Squeeze the knuckles. Okay, I'll take the bounty.
Akira. Tangaloa knew it would be so. Dichila sails her Voyager Alicio around the waters south of Neketaka. The great eel hungers for her soul.
Touches his brow and inclines his head. Very well. Alright, what is this? A quiet gurgling of the fountain is a constant backdrop of spacious chatter. A lot couriers and a storm speaker and a warden and a warden. Alright, so let's go over here. Alright, is there anyone in here? No. Time to steal. Storm speaker's warning. The hell? Alright, my prince. Boom. My prince. I've warned Kamauka against calling rain over the outsider forts, but still she delights in rusting their weapons and mudding their soil, which tells me that someone must have put her up to this trickery. Someone she trusts. She admires you, my prince, but I say that she is a storm you cannot control. Onikaza will not thank you for prodding the eel's den. You have given enough faith to trickster Nagati. Now take Amuri's example and await the hatching of the egg. The turbulent skies speak of change and upheaval. I say let them come. But save your strength for the day the skies open. I have recommended that Mauka seek you out. There is a place for her in the fleet if you find yourself in the need of Amuri's sharpened beak. Storm Speaker Baudo. Interesting. But nothing was updated. Interesting. Ooh, flying flail. Let's get it. Whatever creature this jaws belonged to was clearly massive. Font colors. Exceptionally large shield. Ooh, that's good.
Why do my eyes be open?
Good. That is this oysters. Nice.
My fingers be fat and furry, but they're ever so dry.
Nice.
Disposing
Locked. What page is sliced right across the book holds a strange agreement of letters, not all in Juana alphabets. Alright, we gotta go up here. Boom. Boom. I don't know why my voice did that. Let's say, cousin. Alright, what did I miss? The queen will throw out all of them on their ears. It's used in listening to their complaints at all hours. The giant statue crashes through the seas. Pirates harass a ship. This is cool. Motes of light dart through the winding streams of water like schools of fish. Is there anyone that's got a name around here? No type is... Okay, so let's talk to Queen.
You make a habit of turning up uninvited.
Queen was affected at far more relaxed posture. Pair of tigers lounge indolently beside her seat.
Kahopa, Tangaloa, welcome our guest.
She nods down to the cats. They fix you with attentive stares. That caused many of the couriers attempting to gasp. Good Tikova, good Tikola.
Nothing to fear, I say. If a queen cannot wrangle two cats, what right has she to the Deadfire?
Nice. She drags a hand over both with their massive heads, leaning to gesture.
Your purpose and your temperament seem well paired. Welcome to my garden.
Valiant Trade Company. Good.
Now, what is it you're after?
Just want to look around. Any directions? Which way to Hasingo?
Sail west from Nekataka's harbor. I would tell you to watch for a lighthouse, but Hasongo's Adra has gone dark. Take care that your ship does not run aground. There. You have it from a queen. Safe travels, Watcher.
I want more talking.
The traders call you a friend.
Yes.
I hope the crown can do the same.
Alright. We should speak about the gullet food shortage.
Does the gullet lack? The seasons play havoc on our crops, I say.
She frowns, waving you on. Between the rotten food piles and the scarcity, the gullet barely supports life. You aren't feeding your people, Your Highness. The situation is poor, Your Highness.
If I wanted an emotional opinion, I would go to Pariki's Overlook.
Ouch.
Speak to my brother Aruihi. He handles local concerns while I lose sleep over the archipelago.
She beckons towards the exit.
Now, with that out of the way, is there nothing else?
You've been in my head since we first met. Damn, that's going hard. Alright, why do you put up with trading companies?
Because we are the shrub in the shadow of an old growth.
Looks away and sighs through your nose. Because we are the shrub in the shadow of an old growth. Damn.
Even the gods may protest, but this city blooms from the wealth of foreigners. Aruihi would have me force them back to their ships. I say it is better to feed my allies under a single roof.
Damn. I keep interesting pets, Your Highness.
Fine beasts, are they not? Gifts from the Wapua, a tribe of proud animal trainers.
Nice.
I named them Kohopa and Tangaloa, which makes the priests very unhappy.
That's pretty awesome, though.
Aruihi thinks I should feed my enemies to them alive and screaming. Ikera, I have given it thought.
She pats the gola on her head, not intent to let attention go astray. Kapoa shifts over till his ears are under the queen's fingers. Let's do it. Let's hit on her. You've been in my head since the first time we met. With the eyes.
Ah, Akira. But listen how the Watcher flatters me.
Yeah. Kenzo knuckles to herself and shares a smile with the attendants in her earshot. When her gaze swivels back to your presence like a storm cloud settles over your thoughts.
I cannot plant a seed in untilled soil. Akira, I want for there to be trust between us.
Interesting. Cannot plant a seed. So I am untilled soil. Raise your eyebrows to make sure you're paying attention.
The trading companies send spies to every corner of the mountain. I say there are places they cannot go.
Masked beneath the casual gesture scratching her cheek, Konza taps the side of her head. Think at her. I understand, Your Highness. If you cannot feel at home in your palace, communication is the least of your concerns. I think, or say nothing. What? Think at her. Understand, Your Highness.
But you did not climb all the way up the mountain to pay compliments, I say.
You feel a light tug at the mental connection breaks, for now. Kenzo settles back in her chair and nods to you, her eyes straying to your attendants only briefly. I wish you knew more about our people.
We are the stewards of the Deadfire. Our ancestors made this pact with the goddess Nagati long before Ukaizo, before the island vanished.
Close your eyes, bows your head. How long have the Hawana been here?
How long does coral grow?
Konza chuckles to
It is
herself.
said the tribes assembled when Kohopa took his first mouthful of Amira's hatchling. And we will be here until the sea rises above our heads.
You mentioned a pact with Nagati.
The one which taught us to shape water.
Smile
It is
overtakes her.
said that Nagati bound her 4 guardians to protect the islands, the Adra, the seas, and the tribes. In return, she gifted them the forms of water shaping.
So, she bound her 4 guardians to protect the islands, the Ardra, the seas, and the tribes.
For so long as our promise is kept, the goddess gives us dominion
brow
over
with the
what. Did I
reverence.
do your mother justice, Takehu?
Akira. Somewhere in the abyss, she blinks her enormous eyes with approval, I say.
Back to the other
Speak
questions.
on.
Tell me about
Nikitaka.
Nakataka.
Nikitaka is older than our memory. We found the great city in ruins, and the Kahanga have spent generations replacing every cracked stone.
This is a Hawana city, but the trading companies are both represented here. Konza is reflecting
The
on it.
Valians were very forthright in their desire to carve out a permanent outpost, I say. When cannon shot echoed across the seas, the Crown opened negotiations with Rawatai's armada. A healthier alternative to war. My brother thinks I am too lenient with our visitors. I say I will accept even this uneasy balance.
Alright, who built the
The
Nakataka?
Huana, of course. The mark of our ancestors runs deep. Walls and districts are not how we would build a city today. But this place has echoes of the past. And our future, I say, if we can but reach to grasp it. First,
Nice.
a question of my own.
Staples her finger and observes you
The
closely.
city is not how the tribes would live. Walls stand between neighbors, and the beach is too far to walk comfortably. There are angles of the city I cannot see from my garden. What place has Nekataka in the great pattern of the Deadfire?
Nekataka is the future path ahead of Horana. If this city is a reflection of the past, it's a poor one. I've seen what lies at the bottom. It isn't pretty, Your Highness. You occupy this palace, which you found but did not build. Time will tell if it's a good fit. To be honest, I'm still getting my bearings. I like this middle one.
Bottoms seldom are, I said.
Do we still speak of the city? I have lost track.
Ah! He winks. Kanza rolls her eyes, hands on her hip, Sephiroth grins, Alap massages his temples.
Akira, my thanks for your perspective. I say you give me much to consider.
Alright. There we go. How do I... Serpent's Crown. If I can... I gotta talk to the brother one more time about the, cesspool.
Not every day I meet a sailor who gives no praise to Ngati.
She ain't sunk me yet, lad.
You find a young man with long, blonde hair drawn back in simple club. His clothes are spare but well-tailored, and his armor fine, brigand in blue and silver, polishing his shine, leans casually to one side, a clean hand on his hip, size board. His eyes lighten when he sees you. Shoti bites her bottom lip, beating it with blood. Damn, what the hell is that? Anti-religious.
Hello there. Come to have a word? I don't bite, I promise. Yes? Gladly, my friend. Gladly. And how kind of you to ask.
Clears his throat with a theatrical wave of his hand.
I am the youngest son of a noble house. Now, don't make that face. Poor, desperate fool, you must be thinking. Well, waste not your sympathies on me. Truly, I consider it a boon rather than a punishment. All the comfort and none of the responsibility. What's not to like about that?
What are you in Deadfire then?
What else brings faraway travelers to the archipelago? Adventure.
Oh, God.
I've nursed a great love for heroic tales since my boyhood.
You still are.
As I was loafing about my father's estate, I thought, well, Gervard, isn't it time you made a name for yourself? So here I am. And though I dare say I'm little use in a fistfight, I can do a fair bit of magic and draw a lovely map. So I've taken to charting the interior wilderness of the Deadfire's larger islands. But truly, if I could only inspire others as I myself have been inspired by those old tales, why, it would be... Anyway, enough of my prattling. Surely you've other things to do.
Alright.
Farewell!
That's how to level up, I guess. And some skills. Useless. Alright, let's, go down. Down again. Talk to the brother. Alright.
Do not leave me in suspense, I say. Have you found Matario Cozy?
No. Have other questions?
If you have questions, the royal brother will hear you.
Alright. We should talk about the food shortage in the gullet.
Shortage? Are the Raparu not fed the leavings of the Kwaru and Mataru?
Dawnstars have agreed to offer a share of the crops to Nekataka as long as the bulk of it goes to the Raparu. Gullet is in poor state. There's little enough to go around. They need more, Prince. You're killing these people. The least you can do is pay attention. I feel like I gotta be direct with this guy, but, killing these people, the least you can do is pay attention. Boom. His eyes narrow. Prince Aru slowly begins to take deep breaths through his nose.
You overreach, Captain. This is a dangerous thing to do in Nekataka, much less the halls of the Kahanga. Find us solutions instead of old problems, I say.
The Dawnstars have agreed to offer a share of their crops to Nekataka as long as the bulk of it goes to the Raparu.
My sister would call this a test from the gods. It is our role to feed the Raparu, and we do not pass on our duties to outsiders. But I am of a different mind. Nothing pleases Ngati like an unlikely solution, and this is what you bring. Akira, then let it be so.
Yes, he nods, smile parting his lips.
If you have more to say, I am not above listening.
Inform Anoni about the deal. Alright, I have questions about you. Let's talk more about the Montreal.
Do not leave me in suspense if you have questions.
What about you in the Horna?
Both topics I know well.
What do you think of your sister's
We agree
rule?
on much, I say. The prosperity of the Juana, our burden to appease the gods.
He clears his throat and cranes his neck to tell if anyone is
In
over
the trading
eavesdropping.
companies, only Kaza sees Wodeka testing us, weighing who deserves the Isles. I see Ngate sending krakens of gold and iron against our ship, but arming us with a single harpoon.
Damn. You don't seem to think much of the trading companies.
My sister has mastered the diplomat's tongue, and I am foolish to give her frustrations a loud voice.
Sheepishly scratches back his head.
I pray every day that Ngati tests the outsiders against her tallest waves and longest serpents.
You and the Konza represent the Kanga tribe.
Akira, as the largest and most prosperous of the Deadfire tribes, the Kahanga have some authority to speak for the others. I say Onikaza and I are large stones in a tide pool, standing tall as the water rises to our necks.
I love these analogies. It's so beautifully done. This is awesome. I mean, it's also kind of annoying how everyone's talking, I say, but everything else is awesome. How does the caste system work in that?
It is the same in the city as anywhere in the Deadfire. Mataru judge our souls at birth and organize us for the survival of the tribe.
Alright, but the Mataru are the priests? Highest class society consists of primarily of warriors and priests. Pauses to
I'm not
himself.
the first to say it, but Nekataka has more walls than beaches, more roads than clearings, and more people than fish. Nowhere in the city does a Raparu sit around the same fire as a Mataru. Nekataka tests our traditions, I say.
Alright. History and archipelago. Don't you see that as a contradiction?
What man or woman of the Isles does not?
Chuckles and
Our
shakes his head.
ancestors built this place. We are the hermit crab who occupies a fallen shell. It is for my sister and her priest to judge the fit.
There's another one. Aaron Shog squinting up with the quartz-sized ceiling. I don't know about Kazu.
My sister
Kaza?
would say that
Kazu?
Ukaizo is the birth
Ukaizo.
canal of the tribes, and we are destined to return and discover ourselves again. Ask Onikaza if you would know more. She is the family historian. I am the family arsenal.
This is awesome. Sorry, I think this is awesome. Alright, so I didn't explore this part, just in case there's anyone that's okay. So that is the end of this part of the map. I got to return the body to the fire. I got to also... I know where I'm going to go. I know where I'm going to go. Alright, we're going to go to Sacred Stair to burn the body, to also tell the Dawn Star about the agreement done with the Queen. Yeah.
I thought Juana didn't believe in personal property. Yet you've brought quite the assortment of leather necklaces.
Akira, just so. But not all of them go around my neck.
In that case, perhaps you could remove them from my sleeping berth.
Oh, it is no burden, my friend. You are free to borrow one.
Alright, here we go. So we're gonna...
You there?
What
are you doing?
Oh, nothing. Just disposing of some garbage. Nuana has passed. I'd like to commit her body to the flames. My priest's calm demeanor is shattered by his utterance. He glanced around.
Muhai has broken with Wahana. The Queen has forbade that any should have contact with her. Akira? She would be banished to the Undercity if not for her sickness. And now that has finished her.
What crime has she committed against
A
her people?
group of the Wapua came to seek Muhai's counsel. for she was known as a great navigator. Muhai was of the Aweki before she came to Neketaka. The Aweki and Wapua were enemies for many years, before Queen Onekaza's time.
Okay.
Muhai misled the hunting party, and they were lost. All of us are Kahanga now. To harm Wapua is to harm Aweki.
Oh my god.
As Muhai turned her back upon her kin, so we were commanded to turn ours upon her.
Muhai misled the hunting party, and they were lost. Okay. So she screwed up with misleading. Now everyone is Kahanga now? To harm the Wali is to harm Okazu.
The queen would have us join our tribes into one raised fist. She could not let Muhai's crime stand.
Sorry, didn't know. But we also got resolve. Unity makes you soft. Now you depend upon the queen instead of fighting your own battles. Oh, that's... What was that? Passionate? Aggressive? Yeah, I'm not supposed to be aggressive. Because I'm a gold pack knight, damn it. So it was some political decision. In sight.
I say, it was done for the good of our people. The traitors, they make war upon themselves. Each dousing another's flame, they are reduced to embers.
And I say your queen is a shrewd leader. You should consider yourselves fortunate.
He nods clearly impressed. Sorry to know. She gave him the bad direction. It's not the same as murdering them.
There are those who kill by sword and those who kill by cunning.
It's true.
To the dead, it makes no difference.
She died alone. Isn't that enough?
So too did she act on her own, against her own people. She does not deserve the honor of walking with the gods.
Gods are nothing but trouble. There's no honor to be had. Shady. Can she not redeem herself? Very well. What should I do? She's still one of you. Her spirit cannot rest.
It is good of you to care so for one of our people. Come. Give me the body. I will bury her beyond the great city walls.
Is there no other way?
I can do. You are not of the Kahanga tribe. For what do you do this?
Her spirit promised me a reward.
Akira, outsider, have you no shame? Selfishness sealed her fate. It will do the same for you.
No, I will do as she asks and burn the body.
You would defy the word of our queen?
I really don't want to go back to the queen. Can she redeem herself?
Muhai is dead. She has lost her final battle.
Who says one's chance for redemption ends with death? For some, it's only the beginning.
Takada pinches the lower lip and smiles.
Come. Give me the body. I will... You are not of the Kahanga tribe. For what do you die as well? Muhai has brought great... You would defy the word of our queen?
No, but I'm saying you should, or else.
I will not spill more blood for Muhai's sake. But no, this foolishness will bring you only sorrow.
Oh no. Dice swallows remain in the flames. You heave the grim burden of the brazier where it lands with a scattering of embers. Body burns with unnatural swiftness and flames reduced to ash within 6 more months. You lost it. I hope this works. Hey, there she is.
It is done. I can feel it. I am certain of it. My essence returns to me.
You can detect no change in the body's spectral form now that her corpse is gone. All that same, she raises her hands to the height of her eyes, examining them.
You have greater loyalty within you than those of my own blood, Watcher. You have freed me.
I'll just nod.
When I was yet not too sick to rise, and had hope of leaving the city, I hid away a jewel with which I could buy passage. Climb the temple steps and search among the pillars. You will find it behind a loose stone.
Which temple steps?
I will not sail again. Perhaps you can make use of it. I will find my way from here. Amira's winds blow sweet upon you, Watcher. May you always find what you seek.
Alright. Oh, there you go. Run. I'm searching. Oh, there we go. Maui's stash. So we got jade, pyrite, shell, cloak of deflection.
Each obstacle is...
Alright, cool. So we're good there, I'd say. Monk of Migrant. Alright, can't do anything there. Wait. Oh, I need to go to the Temple of Dawn. Alright. I'm gonna talk to this guy. You catch Takaku glancing your way, quickly focuses elsewhere and smooths back his hair when he notices your attention. Something on your mind. What is it now?
My apologies. I have trouble ordering the ideas in my head.
Okay.
We have both seen the worst of the city. How the Reparu cluster like sea rats.
Yep. His hand unconsciously strays towards his stomach.
Without Delver's Row, Onakaza must work harder to deserve the trust of the Reparu. How did the stone walls and paved lanes of Nekataka divide us so?
Besides shaking his head.
You have walked the length of Nekataka's spine. How would you serve the needs of all these people at once?
Let's start with what you have and find a better system. I would let people organize their lives as they saw fit. I'd collaborate on a new plan for the city. I'd stay out of it. Fix nothing, break nothing. Well, I mean, I'm reading the Dune series, and I gotta say, the second book goes into this really heavy, and how it's possible, if not factual, that even when you have a good ruler that is trying to completely break the norm to create a peaceful society, as they mentioned, like, the human heart will always snap if there's even the slightest bit of leniency, like not being so authoritarian, but suddenly you'll snap back to having the same problems and the same forms of government that you had earlier. And so it's just kind of like basically saying no matter what government you get, you always have corruption. And you always have the same kind of corruption, and the same kind of individuals, and the same kind of, like, messed up shit that we have. So, but maybe this game is a little bit different, right? Maybe I can collaborate on a new plan. Say, I like this one, I like the first one and the third one. Start with what you have and find a better system. Let's
We
collaborate.
think that something in the great pattern of Nekataka does not align with the Hawana way?
Nodding, Takao barely tugs one of his hairs. For a moment, he seems totally withdrawn. Finally, snaps back to focus, regarding you with a smile that seems both genuine and strained.
I was hard-pressed to find insight like yours in Pariki's overlook.
Some of the tension leaves Takao's shoulder, and he stands a little taller than before. I have other questions for you.
You have questions?
Let's be off. Priestess.
It is the light that has led you here.
Okay, never mind. Alright, is this one?
May Aethys's light shine upon you.
Wait, I'm really confused. Bounty. Lost Sanctuary, Travel to the Ruins. No. Some light sail to Nasango. Yeah, I'll keep that one open. Bounty, good services. Trade 6 grade of approved Alma. Symbols of death. Find the resting place of the reserve Barathian. Terms of trade. Investigate the situation. Bounty with this. Excuse me, head. Dim prospects. Disturb the elements. Audra and Pakaha. Brass Empire. Speak with the Zani and the Brass Citadel. Okay, so we gotta go back to the Brass Citadel. Least the retired forces and religion through this. Retire as curious or not. It seems like empowerment. No. Yeah. That's the one we need to do. Then we have Lost Use of Faith. Find the ancient temple near Karu Channel. Okay. Learn about Pakao. This shares effort, shepherd the souls, food for thought. Inform and no guide about the deal. Inoi. Okay, so you're saying like maybe Inoi isn't here.
Take care.
Consider it done.
Huh.
How may I help? How may I help?
Alright, well, I guess I didn't annoy. Interesting. Let's go there. I think. There we go. Anoi's home.
I shall.
So Anoi was the old dude. Okay. Let's see what's going on there. Old man grimaces grimaces some attempt at a smile. He bows his head to you, indicating aware of your presence. Downstairs was shared the crafts, and the queen will allocate the majority to the gullet. Down Ugo's body in the okay, so let's do the first one. His eyes glisten.
I heard of missionaries distributing food throughout the gullet, though I did not think it could be true. Not in this lifetime could I have hoped for more. To have garnered our queen's generosity. I ache to believe it.
How is someone talking like this? Like acting? That is so freaking on point with how... Rest in peace to my grandma and my grandpa, but like that's so much how it sounds when they're getting there.
Never can I thank you enough, watcher who has the ear of both kith and gods. Always the Raparu will know of your... Should you need refuge within Nekadaka, know that the Raparu will stand by your side.
Major positive gain with the gullet. Alright, take care, old friend.
May Amira's winds ever fill your sails, boy. We will not forget what you have done for us.
Nice. A lot of experience there.
Watcher, always you are welcome here. I've lived... No, you can see.
Oh, there you go. I found the Ugo's body in the arrows. Still for a moment, only moving to blink his black pebble eyes, then he takes a deep breath, shuddering beneath and exhaling at once. The damp breath smells like bile and illness.
It was as I feared, then. Tell me, how did he die? Was it fast, at least?
He was beaten to death. He was beaten to death. Looked like it went on for a while before he died. In sight.
The gullet claims another life, then.
He groans, rubbing his knobby, jointed fingers across his eye.
I'm sorry you had to see that. It's not right. Thank you for your honesty, Watcher. Few are there who will deliver bad news in all its sorry truth. Speak, and I...
There we go. Alright, so I guess I didn't need to actually say that, because it seems like I got the experience for it anyways. Alright, finally...
About earlier,
oh, goddamn.
and me saying I ain't seen nothing in your thoughts.
You saw the terrors in my head.
Apologies on the bent truth. It can't be what I do.
Suppose I can forgive a friend a time or two. If you're willing to help me, in exchange, I mean.
Well, I ain't one for knowing gods and prophecies, but I can be sharing with you the ancient pirate's secret for sleeping like a babe, if that be of interest to you.
Of course, I wouldn't mind a reprieve. Just for a night or a few. If you got something, tell me.
Probably gonna be like sex.
Barrels of rum.
Or that.
Drink it till you see free of me, and you'll be sleeping through Kraken attacks.
There we go. I don't understand that because honestly, like, it wakes me up dehydrated. Any alcohol at night, I gotta pound water after I drink. Alright. Sways. So Shoti sways on her feet, eyes glaze, sweat trickles from her right temple down the line of her jaw. She hunches inward as her muscles shiver and sees. Watch them. Decide to help after all. Decided to help after all? Come on, you two. We've places to be. Watch them.
Alright, lass. Back to the surface with you.
Oh, they both got drunk. finger of his left hand at his temple. Seraphim snaps with those of his right just before shutting his eyes. Sucks in a rage, bright, rubbing at her eyes as if woken from a fitful
Right
sleep.
easy to forget how terrifying Ngati, Amira, and that lot be. Till you watch a lasses dream of them, eating up every man, woman, and babe in the Deadfire.
One of the most important deities of traditional one of this. Oh, that's the Hylia, the bird one.
I saw the gods, all but gone and Bareth trapped in hell, starving, withering to dust and bones. They were eating souls to survive.
Interesting. Gone is Eothas and Bareth. You think it's a message from Eothas?
I do. I think Gone's showing me what's to come, so we can find a way to endure it.
I don't be thinking it were a normal dream, neither. More like something lurking on the edge of your thoughts. Something I can't rightly grasp hold of. Apologies, lass. Wish I were of more help.
Why apologize? It's not your burden to bear. It's mine.
Half-hearted smile. Alright, so... what are you two arguing about?
These Valians are always sending their spies to snoop around, and I won't have it.
Guys, Glacier Merchant
And
English
these
speaks.
Rawatayans think they own anything they stack 2 stones on top of. I am here to conduct business, not engage in petty power struggles.
Alright, if the guards won't let you in, that's it. Let the merchant pass. It's a merchant. But this is their place, so...
Correct. And how am I supposed to conduct my business?
Takaru frowns his bow, sighing with his nose. Have you contracts met somewhere else? Why anger one of the largest trading factions in Deadfire? Leave graceful now and try another entrance later. Diplomacy and... diplomacy. Raise an eyebrow.
I suppose there is wisdom in that. Very well. And Kores.
Natsu bows deeply, mockingly to the guard before leaving.
Good riddance to her.
Nice.
Thanks for
That's
your
how to
help.
do it. Get reputation gain on both.
At least that Valian isn't bothering me now.
Alright. Now, there was Lantern of Gone. No, Matt. Lost Thieves. Am I missing it? Sealed Fate. Return Dingo's satchel to him at the Peddler's Canal on Queen's Birth. On Burton, Brass Citadel. There's no telling when Beretta will try to fetch the gloves, but he has an appointment to keep brass stocks. I was money to inventories. So I'm supposed to find Berteno, okay, and speak to Hanzui Zinawi. Leads to return force in the region, and this different coming. Okay. So we got 2 people to find. Gunsmithy, Officer's Lounge, Imperial Command. Yeah, I really don't know where to look, though. Let's try to do this fast. Officer.
What brought you to the Royal Deadfire Company?
Alright, that's not it. And then...
My hands are feeling better. It's my pride that's still sore.
Alright, what about now? Let's shut it down.
Don't take this the wrong. Let's talk again.
Alright, that didn't work. That's fine. That's fine. Take it personally. I'm not gonna take it personally. Alright. Caillou. It would be kind of nice if there was like, I don't know, like, oh, you could like find someone kind of like a peddler in big cities that could, you pay a little bit and they actually point you.
I still can't let you through.
Alright, I'm doing a stupid circle. Bertena, there you go.
I don't have time to chit-chat.
There you go. Then Valiant glances over your shoulder with an expectant frown. You still have a pair of gloves in a dark cupboard. Give them to me. Alright.
Not a chance, amigo. Fascina sent you, didn't she? Postinago, just for these?
Shaking in his head, he pulls a pair of fine gloves from his pocket, studying them with evident discipline.
Soft as down, but not a single fence willing to pay me a fair price. Maybe they've got imp stink all over them.
Alright, you're going to have a hard time selling an archmage's gloves for fast coin. I'll just let him keep on thinking. He opens his mouth to say more, but something in the southwest distracts him, and his expression fills
Here
with
he
dread.
comes, and I'm too late. If Hamuto doesn't give me an extension on my debt, I'm a dead man.
Say nothing. My teammates are too far away. Oh wait, no, they're there. Sorry. Alright, a unit of steely-eyed sailors approach from the docks, clutching the pikes and firearms with quite professionalism. As their head stands a tall Alma in mustard yellow uniform. Turns his attention between you and Berteno. Look at that face, man. Yeah, that's intimidating as hell.
So, Berteno, you hired a mercenary. Or else a negotiator. That coin should have gone toward your debt to me.
Yeah, rubs it as the longest scar that extends the length of his neck.
No, I didn't. That is, I would never go behind your back.
It turns to you with a sudden panic. Berteno, shut up. The adults are talking. Say nothing.
Silent mercenary at that. This is a private matter. Your interference is unnecessary.
He spreads his hands in a peaceful manner as the soldiers level their guns at Berteno. Sound more reasonable than I led to believe. What's your plan with Berteno? Perhaps I can pay this ode? Since he can't pay up, take him. That's fair. He's come with me. You sound more reasonable.
Do I? One can be adherent to the tenets of maritime law and still be seen as a monster.
What's your plan for Berteno?
Indentured servitude. I trust this is a more honest and respectable alternative than any pursuit he would take on his own terms.
Yeah. Snorts through his scarred out.
Be calling it whatsoever you like, Captain Cogswallow. But your honest and respectable slavery be slavery all the same.
Your toy pirate speaks out of turn. I would teach him a lesson if I were you, Captain.
Focuses you, is keeping Surf on a periphery. Perhaps if I can pay what's out. Sorry, so you can pay, take him. That's fair is fair. He's coming with me. This dude's like a piece of shit. Whether he's a piece of shit boyfriend, piece of shit friend with benefits, piece of shit customer. But life of servitude is definitely not it. I guess, let me see if I can pay what
you must care a great deal for this insufferable little worm to stake your purse on his freedom.
Taps his lower lip.
400 pyres are what Berteno owes. And I will accept that sum to have this sorry business concluded.
Dude, 400 is not... What?
Then our business is concluded.
As soon as his men stand down, after a hateful look, they lower their arms. This dude's pathetic.
I can't believe I'm finally out of debt.
They were kind of pathetic. $400 is not enough for a life in servitude. It's dumb shit. Slavery.
For the first time in my life, I'm free.
What? God. Technically, you're in debt to me. Yes, and all it took was coin out of my pocket. Slap him. Yes! His head snaps to the side, slowly turns to cupping his cheek and looking at you.
What was that for?
My hand slips. Say nothing, slap him again. This time he recoils, but his shock promptly turns to anger.
Crazy butso! Stay away from me!
Throws a pair of gloves at your face and uses the cover as distraction to dart away. Oh, I deserve that, though. You deserve that. Alright, so I got the gloves. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's funny as hell.
Ranga Nui leads us, but he represents all.
Alright. Let's see. Yeah, let's see if we can, What's it called? Don't remember this being open before. Black, below the coral reads, a piece of Raituri of Deadfire, compliments of course Coral Mason Rawa in glory of something something. This person's very anxious going back and forth. Game of Hosanna in progress. Wanza Kau paces near her desk, looking like a shark circling the shallows. She punches a long, elegant pipe between her teeth, smoke trailing an acrid acrid wake behind her. She looks up with you and enters and flavors with a nod of an
The
acknowledgement.
former lord of Cadnua and one-time terrifier of harbor masters. If dockside tales are to be believed,
Smiles briefly with smoke.
you have not brought much good news of late.
Pensive look
So,
returns.
in addition to pirates, profiteers, and slavers, the Deadfire has a vengeful god roaming its waters?
She bites down hard on the pipe. That's about the shape of it. Yeah. Things could get worse. At least it's not skiing. Yes.
Tell that to my dead at Hasongo.
Oh, lapse into Bruce sounds, puffing on her pipe. Seraphim's eyes close as she nods along. Check out. Someone's laughing.
Just what the archipelago needs. One more disaster tugging at the seams. He must be stopped.
She hauls, turning to face you. Finally able to get a good look at her. She's not especially large for an Alma, but she carries her shoulders high. Her weathered face looks to have seen many storm-blown, sun-beaten dry days on deck, yet her eyes are sharp and keen. That's why I came to you all at Palace, obviously. Here's a giant made of living art that can be observed souls in an instant. Got any ideas?
Anything can be stopped with sufficient force. The problem is finding the will to deploy it.
Watches your eyes burn.
The Valians won't lift a finger if it isn't to snatch a coin, and the Huana will barely do that much.
No? Tell it to the water shapers who washed your stranded boats from sandbars, Hazanui.
Oh!
No one takes charge to solve the big problems. But perhaps we could work together to our mutual benefit.
Alright. She takes the pipe in her left hand. As she does, you notice that her right is unusually still. But perhaps we could work together to our mutual benefits. Perhaps we could. What do you
Look around. Deadfire's full of fertile, temperate islands. Except for Andra's mortar. It's largely free of rough weather.
She waves her hand right, and you notice again that her fingers remain largely still. You realize it's unusually fine prosthetic.
Yet much of it is uninhabited. Itinerant tribes drift between some of the islands, and smugglers and slavers cluster around the rest. It's a waste. Imagine what this place could be, with well-guarded shipping routes. How many Rawatayans we could feed with plantations here.
Plantations? I don't see how much different from the other powers here. I don't see how you're much different from the other powers here yet. That's a worthy venture. So you're exploiting Deadfire for the sake of Ratatouille.
That's a naive view. One our enemies are keen to promote.
Scowls biting down her pipe. Takao pitches his lower lip and smiles pro-horn.
Raotai's violent storms have shaped and hardened us as much as they have our homeland's rocky terrain. But it remains a difficult place to live. So, we rely on trade. And on plantations we've established here. And those developments also create a more stable, productive Deadfire.
She spreads both hands wide as if to explain it. As if? That explains it. Alright. What does this have to do with
You've got a good head on your shoulders. Deadfire needs more of that. If you're chasing the god who's stomping this place into the ground, then we have a common goal. And if you're going to survive here, then you could use an ally.
Hint of a smile tugs her lip from her tar-stained teeth. Getting this far on your own, don't need anyone else.
The disaster at Hasongo remains a key concern. We rely on the port there to ship food back to Rawatai.
She sucks in her pipe, hiding her worried expression behind a cloud of
That's
smoke.
on hold until you investigate. Short of that, there are other matters that demand attention.
Okay.
You've already spoken with Atsura. For now, I suggest you continue to work with him. I might have something for you later.
Alright, what happened to your hand? She extends her arm, holding the prosthetic between you. It's an exquisite piece with reinforced joints in which each finger is smooth-handed
It
finish.
happened a year into my first command. We were chasing pirates along Rawatai's south coast, and they landed a shot right next to our magazine. A lucky hit.
Yeah, quite
I ran below. The fire was already spreading and making for our powder stores.
What did you do?
I smothered what I could with my uniform, pulled the rest away with my own hands.
That's quite a story. If you hadn't, you and the crew would have probably died. She nods.
We don't get to choose our challenges, do we? Just the way we meet them.
Ooh, that's badass.
There's a cost to every victory. And the win goes to those willing to make a sacrifice.
She considers wooden hand, turning it to the light. Satisfaction.
I'll bet you already know a thing or two about that.
If you don't,
and if you don't,
what's interesting?
Deadfire with Hazatoa. Matsura and I usually have a game running, and this one's been going on for over a month and a half. Atsura's good at misdirection, but I've got a mind for the long game. You look like you've come with a purpose.
Alright. Farewell. Stairs down, quartermaster, sparring room. Exit. Let's go over here and see if I can talk to this crazy accountant chick. Anything new?
Good to see you again.
Nope. Alright, let's go downstairs. I'm still trying to find that one person I'm supposed to talk to. That's Sora.
Possible to cheat at Hazatoa.
Clear skies.
It tilts his head as you watch your eyes unblinking. You seem different from the rest of the... Okay, what exactly is it breasted? What?
It's a trading post, of course. I just did. How do you mean that? As you wish.
Don't understand. I thought this was supposed to be who I'm supposed to talk to. Dim prospects. Oh. Sealed fate. Alright.
He acts like he's gonna do one thing, then he does something else.
That's called...
Now, we're gonna, as quickly as possible, get back to Paruki's Overlook, return the gloves, see what comes of that, and then go to Queen's Bereth to get back into the ship. Actually, let's go over here. Definitely got to start crafting again soon. There we go. Going all the way up and over. Boom. Cool green fire right there. That was awesome.
You're back. Kue, any news?
I took care of Ron's debt with the Hamas.
You are willing to put up all that money?
One of the eyes in there.
What of the gloves? What happened to them?
Alright, let's do this whole things. What will you give me for them? Clever. Pinch your nose.
Have we come to this then? Am I really paying for my own property? Fine. 500 pat.
Gives she snatches the gloves away, muttering under her breath. Lost an item.
Take your discount as well. If the cupboard doesn't make its goals, so be it.
I wanted to talk while the shop
hate him from horn to hoof. More than once I've caught him smearing feces all over our selection of cloaks. Not that this should dissuade you from buying one.
I think he's sad because you sent him away from the shop in a strange way. I think he likes having you around. Studies you weighing words with doubtful, if interested expression.
No. We are talking about the same little flying stinker? Maybe I ought to be nicer to the little thing. We both hate Arkemir, so...
Alright, so let's see what we got. I mean, I still have only 1,400. It's still not enough. Alright, let's talk to the imp. If you can see
seen much nice.
Alright, never mind. Alright, off to Queen's Bereth or something. Hey, I got some leveling up that has been done. Except for this guy, Seraphim, is lacking. Wait, is this person I can talk to? Enjoy visit. No. Alright, let's go to Queen's Berth. Zigzag. Group of Principi sailors approach you in the streets. Okay. I thought I already did this, so I'm kind of interested in what this is about.
Entry. A moment.
Uh-oh. a valiant term for an unmarried man. Tall, wiry man blocks your path. He wears a sly smile as one might wear his most comfortable
I
trousers.
saw you speak to my dear amico Degnos, so I thought to myself, why, Telfor, you must meet him too.
Right around him a small group of kith, well armed and armored. Your errand boy lost his satchel. I'm returning to him. What business is it of yours who I talk to? Punch Telfor.
Ah, Batso!
Oh, I love this game. And sometimes with bullies, you gotta be the faster bully or the stronger bully, because otherwise they'll just keep on bullying. The real bullies are just fucking annoying like that. I'm not talking about like the ones that are like insecure but good deep down. I'm talking like the actual bullies, the ones that deep down are bad people. Telfor reels back with a strangled cry, palms pressing his eyes. He draws his weapon and his companions do the same. Oh, okay, didn't work. Alright. I thought that was going to make them back away, and I was extremely excited by that. Alright, so this is, you, attack that person. You attack that person. Same as you. I'm going to use that on Telfor. Wizard. But I don't want it to be going that fast.
Good to me.
Alright. Alright, I want to, help with this guy. Okay, what the hell? What is this thing? It's a hammerhead. That's interesting. Alright, let's go and attack that thing. I don't really care about this. This guy's about to die, so that's not good. Oops.
I'll be seeing you soon.
There we go.
Oh, shut your valet.
Quick, toss me something else.
Very exposing bomb.
Alright, we need to, I need to get you out of the way.
Thinks you got the decent.
Oh, he's already dead. Okay, that didn't work. Right.
This does not work.
Move.
Lava beyond seek.
There we go. There we go.
Lava beyond seek.
Yeah.
You can't win. Ready when you are.
I need to get a lot to have some fire like things to go after those. Alright. Fine rod. We got golden souls. Smallest gold coin used, but the smallest gold coin. Okay, because I thought there was bigger ones too. Had armor, blood soaked grimoire. Nice.
Not a problem.
We also got a scepter, and we got silver. We got some fine mail and boots of evasion. Nice.
Need a hand?
All right.
I'm on it.
Alright, yeah. So, temporary setback. Let's keep going. I'll probably rest at an inn. I'll level up before then. Where am I supposed to meet this guy, though? Sealed fate. Bound into the satchel, asked me not to open it. Look into the satchel, Darren's ran to the captain. I mentioned that it would be a peddler's canal. So he would be by Peddler's Canal, which is there. Okay. Also, hell no, I'm gonna look at the satchel. After everything I've done, coronet of waves, right click. Okay, I guess I can't look at it, which is an interesting realization. I thought, you know, like they kind of give you the option to change.
You return. Can I be of...
Why is she so interested in me returning when she's not asking me to help? Alright, athletics, keep it going up. Diplomacy, I love it. Streetwise is also helpful. Alright, faith and devotion. A paladin defense are directly affected by the degree to which he or she acts in accordance with beliefs of the order. Bonus is applied to defense based on how well the paladin's reputation align with the order's preferred behavior. So that's gonna be good. And then, okay. Do I have that already? I do. So then I don't have this? Or I have both. I have both. Okay. What the hell is this? Inspired Path increases paladin maximum zeal. Okay. Paladin becomes resistant to electrical affections. Increases penetration with fire attacks. Ooh. Paladin melee attacks remove charm, confuse, and dominate effects from party members. That's really helpful. Increase the effectiveness of any healing you cause. Paladin's pure soul resists all invading forces, granting immunity to poison and disease effects. Gain a small chance to completely avoid any attack and to convert some hits to critical hits. Increases the base maximum health that you gain with each level. That's helpful. So what's going on here? So we got Paladin can command an unconscious ally to get back up with a large instant spike to health, while also granting the strong inspiration. However, the ally will lose half of the regained health after a short duration. Command an ally to summon all their strength in order to temporarily ignore existing hostile effects and also grant them steadfast inspiration. We also have through the force of will, the Paladin can destroy any spirit or summon creature below the Paladin's level. Spirit and summon creatures equal to or greater than the Paladin level take raw damage. That's really helpful. Commands an ally to redouble their efforts, improving their deflection, granting them the fit inspiration. Bathe yourself in holy light, blinding enemies in the enemy area. Also, nearby allies gain a deflection bonus for a short period of time. Damage taken by afflicted enemies is greatly increased. Sounds helpful. Alright, so this is kind of confusing though. Upgrade the Zealous Endurance. Fills the Paladin and the allies with unshakable confidence, increasing the armor rating. That's actually not hard to understand. Now also provides allies with constant regeneration effect. Allies now also convert some incoming hits down to graces. It's very helpful. Also convert some hits to crits. What does... Yeah. Okay. Automatic healing. I think that is definitely the way to go. Aloth. Arcana. And also metaphysics. Alright. I want fire. Generates a fearsome vertical sheet of flame, inflicts burn damage, then it moves into it. Traits a scorch of flame between the caster and target. Incendiary inferno flame around the caster, inflicted burn damage. We said fire causes shockwave, crushing damage to foes close to impact. Engulfs the caster in fire, increases in a freeze. So the thing is I want some attacking ones. So target is hit with immobilized affection, becomes an anchored for regenerative energy. Does not freeze damage to creation. Creates a semi-permeable barrier that inflicts crush damage and hobbles enemies when they pass through it, but leaves allies unscathed. That's good. Creates a pure Spike a pure magical force that deals pierce damage and causes foe only blast explosion when striking. Interesting. Cause a group of enemies to momentarily fall asleep, falling prone until the effect end, or that they receive damage called as slumber cannot be affect vessels. I need some more damage type. Fireball. Rolling Flame is kind of fun, but it's also kind of chaotic and could be more helpful. What if I do this? I'll do one for Freezing Ray, and then one for Fireball. Okay? And then next time I'll try to get the fire if I can remember it. Alright, now, Shoti? Shoddy? Alchemy, yes. Religion, yes. Alright, head targeting strike designed to disrupt enemies' ability to react, stunning them. Verse, Monk uses lightning fast hand movements to reduce incoming melee attacks for a short time. This effect only ends early as the monk moves. Alright, we already have lightning strikes, but this is we already have swift strikes. Now we do lightning strikes, energize the monk's attack to also deal shock damage. While active melee weapon crit hits have a chance to trigger another attack instantly. Do that one. Alright, now this guy, what? Explosives. Interesting. Yeah, we need another person with history, good history. Alright. Druid. Man. Bar casting, gain the ability to cast ranged spells over long distances. Increases the base maximum health they gain with each level. Increases the time it takes to complete a spell cast. I mean, having more health is always helpful. Especially when you're turning into a weird-ass shark tank. Though he might be a glass cannon, I'm not sure. Commoner. There we go.
Ekosi, Fentre, you have found the satchel?
You have some explaining to do, sir.
It's not as you must think. Complanca, hear me out.
His glance slides off his face as if he is not able to meet your eyes. A light sweat dampens his brow. He worries the hem of his tunic. Screen is entered. Telephar is dead. What would Aveta make of your treachery? Perhaps we should find out. I won't report you to Aveta if you agree to end your scheming.
If you will not support me, I understand. Your contempt is justified.
He hangs his head, his shoulders sag. See, I don't know what's going on with this.
I beg you, please do not tell Aveta. Nehala,
stop your scheming.
I will do as you ask, so long as you do not tell Aveta.
Claps his hand together, nods vigorously.
My word is my bond.
So, is that Aveta?
Our business is resolved, and my business is my own. Be on your way.
Okay. There we go. Alright. Oh, and... wait. Seraphim. We're gonna go in here to sleep. And, we're going to... Alright, mechanic skill. Insight is helpful. Alright, Suffer begins combat with additional focus, very helpful. And more health. Gains a small chance to completely avoid any attack, and to convert hits to crits. The ability to cast ranged spell over time. Brutal backlash. Sufferer's backlash becomes especially traumatic, inflicting additional raw damage to the target. Boom. Alright.
You must gather your party.
Shut up!
Now. Hey, Kara, have we met?
Frowns worrying on him.
Oh, have you forgotten our little altercation so soon?
How convenient for you.
He levels Toho with a steely glare and begins to count off the man's incrimination.
Last you were here, you got drunk as a hagfish in a barrel of mead.
Say nothing.
Kara, as if this pit could afford good honey wine.
Ooh.
Then, when I refused to serve you any longer, you stole a bottle of my finest wine from behind the bar.
Kara, how could I let you poison your clients? Ngati is not deigned to bless a drop of what passes through here.
You drank it all, then clambered onto the stage, pushed the dancer off, and serenaded the crowd with a sloppy rendition of my Wahaki.
Clamber? These legs do not clamber.
Chris points to his thigh.
Apologize.
Intimidate. Well, we're gonna Kara apologize from front. You'll have to teach me that one later to go say nothing.
Then, when I shoved you out the door and told you not to come back, you tried to kiss me.
Now you definitely sound right. Though Lucas is about to protest, the guy thinks twice and pulls his sides.
Frankly, I'm surprised someone hasn't killed you yet.
Yes. He plants his hands on his hip and does his best to blow him over the large arm of the man, though the effect is less impressive. This one's on you, Takao.
Punish me appropriately if I misbehave.
I'll hold you to that, you slippery bastard.
Alright, turns away with the Hoff. Alright,
You're in luck, friend. You'll find him upstairs. Be seeing you.
I want to sleep. Where do I get...
I must say, our adventures together have been a welcome change of pace. Very well.
Oops. I don't know how I did that. I forgot. I don't know where to go to sleep. Though there is that one house over here. So let's do that, I guess. Seraphim. He's hungover? Alright. So, let's see.
Something more I can... We do indeed. Forgive me if I mistook you for a tenant.
So confused. Going to the wrong places. Whoops. Alright, so that's the end of this episode. In the next one, I'll be hitting the seas. I'll figure out where to go. I hope you guys enjoyed this if you guys did, or just add yourself to the comments below. See ya.